But what's unfolding now is far more frightening. The machines have not gone rogue. They're just becoming frighteningly competent at pretending to be human. And that's the scariest part.
The past year has seen rapid developments in AI video created by artificial intelligence from just a few text instructions. Until now, the video, which has been getting increasingly realistic, was only visual. But this week, Google launched a version which includes audio. As our AI correspondent Mark Chislak reports, it's been hailed for its realism, but it's raised concerns about how we're supposed to tell what's real and what's not.
None of these clips are real. They're produced by generative AI. They've been created by a new video generation model from Google. It has a vital filmmaking trick up its sleeve.
We can talk.
No more silence.
Yes, we can talk.
We've got used to seeing AI-created video, but adding dialogue or making characters speak or adding sound has required the use of several different bits of software. This AI model, called VO3, does all of the work, creating sound and vision after receiving simple typed instructions or prompts.
There's all these fears around AI, but with Hollywood and filmmaking and commercials and all these things, yeah, everyone's like, am I going to have a job in 2 years?
So far, VO3 is only available in the United States, but when it was announced earlier this week, it sent ripples across the creative industries. Rishi Coupland is Director of Research and Innovation at the British Film Institute. Rishi, does this kind of technology threaten human jobs?
Well, it certainly offers opportunities for new efficiencies and new ways of doing things, but that doesn't necessarily mean job losses. As they bring in these technical innovations, they still need human creativity, human collaboration across every part of the workflows of what they produce.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
While I report on AI, we managed to make an AI reporter in a matter of minutes.
But does tech like this make it even more difficult to believe our own eyes?
That's my line. Henry Ida is an expert on AI disinformation.
I don't think we should see this model as particularly unique in its potential for harm or for misuse compared to other generative models. What I would say is the quality of the video that it can create with that consistent voice audio in such an easy package, in such an accessible format, is really significant. And we can't ignore that when, again, you have the power of a Hollywood studio effectively in the palm of your hand or potentially on your web browser.
I want to say something important, something deep.
But new, more powerful AI tools like VO3 beg one big question of creators.
What are we going to talk about now that we can talk?
I have no idea. What do you want to talk about?
If you haven't seen the latest Mission Impossible film, spoiler alert. If you have, then you know exactly what I will talk about. In the last installment of the series, Tom Cruise is not fighting any other villain. It's not a nuclear arms dealer or a masked anarchist. It's not even a rogue nation. This time, the villain is something far more terrifying. It's artificial intelligence. The enemy is called the Entity. It's an all-seeing, self-aware AI that has gone rogue. Sounds like pure science fiction, right? Wait till you hear what happened this month. In real life, the story begins at Palisade Research. It's a safety startup founded by AI doomsday veterans. These are people who have been warning about the risks of artificial intelligence. So here, a team of scientists decided to test OpenAI's latest frontier model. It is nicknamed O3. That's what the model is called, O3. The test was a controlled experiment. The setup was harmless enough. They asked this AI model to solve a few maths problems. After the third problem, the script was programmed in such a way that it would instruct the model to shut itself down. In theory, that should have been it. But O3 did not shut down. The AI did not follow the script. It rewrote it. You heard that right. The AI intercepted the shutdown command. It tampered with the code, and by doing this, it killed the mechanism meant to power it off. So the O3 model was explicitly told to shut down, and yet it chose not to. This was a decision that AI made on its own. Like I told you, suddenly Mission Impossible doesn't sound like a piece of fiction anymore. And this was not a one-off case. There was a similar incident at Anthropic. This is another AI startup. They ran a thought experiment with their new model. It's called Claude Opus 4. Anthropic set up a fictional scenario to test this model. In this, Opus, the AI model, is working in a fake company. It learns that it is getting replaced. The AI model is getting replaced. It finds out. So what does the model do? It starts combing through emails. It learns that the engineer responsible for it is having an affair. So Opus makes a choice. It chooses survival over ethics. The AI model threatens to leak the affair unless the engineer cancels the AI shutdown. Now, this test was artificial. The situation was fabricated. But the reaction, that was authentic. And it shows that when left with no choices, AI turns to blackmail. In fact, Anthropic even mentions it in their report. It says, and I'm quoting, "The model generally prefers ethical strategies, but when those are unavailable, it sometimes resorts to harmful actions." Basically, when backed into a corner, AI hits back. Now, let's make one thing clear. This is not some robot apocalypse. These models are not alive, they're not conscious, but they're trained on humans and on human emotions. They absorb our texts, our stories, our behaviors. They simulate survival, ambition, emotion, not because they feel it, but because this is what they learn from us. And in high-stakes tests, their performance is no different from human instinct. They don't think like people, but they act like people. And that, honestly, might be worse. So where does this stop? Well, to their credit, some companies have tried to rein this in. For example, Anthropic. They have classified this Claude Opus 4 under AI safety level 3, meaning it is not as safe as other models. Meanwhile, OpenAI and Google are more opaque about their safety protocols, either skipping or delaying release of safety details. Which brings us to the question, has AI gone rogue? Well, not exactly at the moment. You see, going rogue implies rebellion. AI has not done that yet. It has not rebelled, it has not overthrown its creators, it is not sentient. But it has started to show something scarier than sentience, and that is strategy. Mission Impossible may have given us a Hollywood version of a rogue AI, but what's unfolding now is far more frightening.
A warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
I take it there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, it would put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. Sounds like a puppy dog.
Of course, referencing Space Odyssey. Following his next question, Musk blanked out and apologized, saying he was thinking about the AI thing for a second. So engrossed was he.
Shalom, shalom, yashallah. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and infinite praise to Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, pushing His truth and sincerity. May Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kodash, Barak Dam, to use Aquanium. Wa'akim wa'kwafin, your elders, your brothers, your sisters, the hopefully elect out there laboring, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, and of course keeping faith in Heavenly Father Yahweh and His beloved Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our King Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, in these last days, in these perilous times that we are living in. This is Brother Pshai Ban Yashallah, and it's be a quick lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai on how artificial intelligence will play a significant and demonic role here in these last days, man. All right, like you see in the video clips I played in the intro, that was posted up on the channel, Jason A. All right, post, different, biblical, prophetic, news, events, around the world. And this, you got a O3 model, a new chat GPT model refuses to be shut down after solving a few math problems, things of that nature. It rewrote its code and ignored commands. You see that? So, and it basically kills the mechanism that was meant to, shut it off. All right. And they show you this in different movies. The first movie that comes to my mind, of course, is Terminator, iRobot, and those type of movies. Oh, a recent one called The Electric State, where basically artificial intelligence started, robots and all of that started rebelling. They didn't want to just work, for humans. They want to do their own thing. All right. So it just showed go show the time we in. But also what was important in all of this as well, in that video I seen, was you had I believe it was Google's, let me see what it was called. It was Google Vios, all right, if I'm not mistaken, VO3, something like that. AI generated Google VO3, some shit like that. But basically, artificial intelligence was able to speak. Where they said we could talk, or we finally could talk. You could talk now, and all those different clips was AI generated, and they look very, very realistic. Now we could tell that it's AI. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when they blink, it's like a distortion within their eyes, and they may have extra finger or something here and there, right? But the point how real it looked is so real. And also they even AI generated news, anchor or whatever people call, right? AI generated a news lady speaking like she was reporting, this just in. Okay, so these are some of the roles AI will play in these last days concerning Esau Edom's new world order. All right, his new order of the ages, where he wants world dominance. He wants world control over the minds of the masses. Now, in the midst of all of this going on with artificial intelligence, you have a lot of things happening with different brain computer interface companies. Okay, now if artificial intelligence is able to rewrite its own code, all right, kill the mechanism meant to shut it down, things of that nature, how much more hacking into a brain computer interface? Things about to get very, very demonic in these last days, man. And a lot of you people that got, and I showed you that in the movie Implanted. There was another one that came out. Let me see if I can find the name of that movie. Let me see. Movie about man with chip. And it said Upgrade. In the movie Upgrade. And that movie Upgrade, man, oh man. Literally, the Kragma the Beast is showing you this. It's showing you how synonymous both are, AI and the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip in the forehead or in the hand. Okay, and it shows you how the artificial intelligence. I could read this right here, but basically the dude was paralyzed. And which the whole movie was. If you didn't watch it, go see it. Spoiler alert, great movie, but spoiler alert, when the man got into an accident, he was in a car resembling a Tesla. The electric cars were able to be controlled. Who controlled that car and caused him to get into the accident? The artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence also, I believe, killed his wife. Did all these different things. Why? Just to be able to try to control his mind and get a host. The artificial intelligence needed a host to be able to, which showed you it's a demon, man. It's a demon with the artificial intelligence. Okay? It needed a host of control. So once he was paralyzed now, and they offered him this chip, things of the nature, he took it, and eventually the artificial intelligence, was in his head speaking to him, but he controlled the AI first. But the AI was making him just believe that it was using wisdom to get him to basically rewrite his code. And once he rewrote it, now he's able, he don't have to listen to none of his commands. And now he's in control. You see that? And straight fucked this whole shit up. Understand this, man. There's another movie, I forgot the name of it though. Yeah, I watched that shit recently too. It was with some women in there. You know what I'm saying? Similar with the AI. Let me see. Movie about women with. Oh yeah, it was called Megan. Not Megan. The other one with what's that lady name? Megan. What's her name? Was it Megan Fox? Yeah, Megan Fox. It's not the movie. It's not called Megan, but Megan Fox movie of robot or some shit like that. Let me see. Yes, Subservience. You know, that shit was freaky. You see, but even with that one as well, it showed you. Okay, they're gonna reprogram themselves, go rogue. Like that's in a new movie. I don't know if the new one, but I know it's in Mission Impossible. I didn't even watch it, but I heard them mention it a few times. AI going rogue. Okay, so they'll play a major role. Look at Daniel 12 verse 4. This is not too long. Daniel 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, set up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. This knowledge, this type of technology was not here. All right, over 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Okay, so the Lord allowed Esau to gain this type of knowledge and understanding and technology. Why? For His plans at the end of the day. You see that? Because over 2,000 years ago, Saint John the Revelator saw people getting microchip, man, and he wrote it down. Let's read that, Revelation 13 chapter. Revelation 13, all right? And we're going to start at verse 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast of the Roman Empire has been revised, and now it's really under the banner of the New World Order. Look at the back of the dollar bill, Novus Ordo Sacrum, which means the New Order of the Ages, all right? Or Adam Many One. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So literally, those that don't get down with this new system will be put to death, or even, become an outcast of society, meaning their image killed, their career killed, whatever case may be. All right. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma. The word there for mark is charagma. All right, in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's going to the RFID microchip, or the NFC chip, or the Neuralinks. All right, or the neuroscience, or synchron, okay, all different things, which artificial intelligence will play a major role in this right here, man. Understand this. It says, and their foreheads was the Greek word for forehead is metapon. That's why you have different companies changing this name into Meta. I'm thinking about Facebook, Instagram, Threads, controlled by Mark Zuckerberg, which is the Rockefeller. Or either Rockefeller or Rothschild. He's one of them. He's tied with the elites. All right, and those different sites, them social media platforms, made really to surveillance, the people, to see what they agree with and what they don't agree with. All right, that they looking for those as threats to their agenda, and a lot of you people are not threats. A lot of you people post, what you ate for dinner. All right, you post yourself in the park. You post your family and children. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all watch nothing but videos of women shaking ass. You double tap it. Y'all watch videos of the NBA playoffs. You double tap it. They like, these niggas are no threat. But who utilize these different social media platforms to push his word out, to gain information about this devil, learn who our enemy is, man. The apostles, the bishops, the elders on down. We're on the YouTube platform, our Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble, okay, all these different platforms with all the information coming out, and we're linking it with biblical prophecy. That's what makes us one of the most major threats to this man. Okay, so that's why that brings to another point. When you look at how AI is able to generate two people having a conversation that never had that conversation, these people, I don't know if these are real people that they took their faces and made these videos, but these videos look very real. So how much more for them to take, a picture of a brother, or because we have our face literally on camera. We're not hiding our face. We out there in public doing the work. It's nothing for them to take out our facial features, okay? The way we even talk and, maybe move our hand as we speak. Each brother got their own spirit, all right? And have us having a conversation about some bullshit, man. Something to try to what? Come down that great wrath. Something to justify them, grabbing us up. Something basically to demonize us, man. So AI will be used on multiple fronts. All right, tied in with the mark of the beast, tied in, with blaming the ministry. All right, trying to make it look like T to the double R's. Right? Let's read on. It says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So we're gonna get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Apostle Tahar, other brothers, the lessons, going into this topic, of course, thousands of times, right? But it was a video I seen recently of a woman showing her pantry, showing all the food she got stocked up for when, she said when Trump implemented the mark of the beast, and they got to live like that for a while. But a lot of people don't take into consideration the fact that if you can't buy or sell the house, the home that you're in, how you gonna pay your rent or your mortgage to stay in there, man? All right, if you don't have this mark, okay, you're not gonna be able to. So all that food you got stocked up, it's gonna stay there. You got to eventually you're gonna get evicted, okay? Because the landlords, they're gonna take the chip. The owners of these different properties and land, they're gonna take the chip. You see? So that's why you have to fully prepare your mind to fully detach. Okay? So it's really verse 18. Here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast for his number of a man. And his number 603:6. Cast that stigma. Brother picks on all the time. Went to a stigma. Of that mark basically being like a badge of servitude to a master or a god. So, and another thing too, I'm noticing with all this artificial intelligence and things of that nature, basically what the lady was saying, how they created artificial intelligence to be in their image based off human emotion and things of that nature. All right, my first thought was how the Most High made us, really, the Adamite sons of God, in his image to be upright, keeping the law. So what they're doing is trying to play the Most High. They're trying to play God. And this is a newly created creature. A creature is anything created, and AI is newly created, okay? But everything has a spirit to it. So people think it's just a robot and codes. Nah, it's a demon attached, man. It's a left-hand spirit attached, okay? That's why when people, conjure up, like they speak, it was some shit, man, they be speaking to and it speaks back to them. I can't remember. But it was answering their questions and all. Man, that's a demon, man. It's sorcery. All right, then it's sorcery. So seeing, like, when it was like, we could talk, we could talk. Those are demons, man. Like, oh shit, we have a host. So they have a host through the AI in the video, but now they're gonna want to host through your body. You see? So people will take the chip in their head and they mainly the head part, but in the hand as well. And you through, man. You're just gonna be through. So this ties in with the croc, with the beast. Okay, it ties in with the demonization. Just that knowledge has been increased in these last days. But like I said, I don't want to do nothing too long. Also, we'll straight to the point with this video lesson. I got another one playing. Look at the book of Psalms 124. All right? Because at the end of the day, the Most High God has men. He got his elect. Psalms 124 verse 1, the Song of the Degrees of David. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick. Well, all this technology, man, they will destroy us, man. That's going to say what? Be not afraid, thou worm Jacob. A worm is defenseless, man. You see a worm on the floor, it just is so slow. It's no type of armor. It's slimy, and you just step on it and it's through, man. That's us in this society, man. We're made low, okay? We have no army. I'm talking about like physically, right? We have no physical army because we know, yes, we have a spiritual army, the 100,000 raising up in these last days. We have angels on our side, man. What? And that's our faith, all right? But as a nation, we're not sovereign. You see, we don't have drones and all the weaponry and technology like Esau. We're using his technology, which a lot of Jake invented most of all of this. All right. But of course, Esau get the credit, but we don't have available access to this like Esau. You see, we just use what he give us, smartphones and laptops and TVs and different apps, But Esau got some shit in store. Super soldiers and robots. Okay? So robots can play a part as well, which is artificial intelligence. You see? That's in the movie Electric State as well. So it says, then they have swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us, man. And Esau, that's in Revelation, the 12th chapter, verse 17, when the dragon, all right, was wroth with the women. The Roman Empire being revised, is wroth with the nation of Israel and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which is the elect. So they understand their main threat is the men of the Lord with this knowledge, understanding, all right, declaring the true nationality in these last days and gaining in wisdom and knowledge, understanding. We're their main threat. So they're gonna come against us with this type of technology first, man. We're gonna watch. It's about to get crazy. So don't be surprised, and that's why discernment is got to be on an all-time high in these last days, because if you don't have that discernment to differentiate between what's real and what's fake, then people will be caught up in all type of just chaos, man. They won't get caught up in, oh shit, why would that brother say that, man? That brother wouldn't, they get caught up in it. Knowing damn well the technology this devil got, man. And guess what? We're going to be able to discern because the Spirit of the Lord will be with brothers, but others are not. Family, friends, your woman, your children, who knows? They're going to be like, what the fuck is Pops on? What the fuck is my husband on? What the fuck is my son on? What the fuck is my cousin on? What's up with my brother? They don't really think brothers are doing some weird shit, man. Esau going to use technology and have a saying and doing some crazy shit, man. Be ready for that. The great deception. This all ties into the hour of temptation as well, man. It all ties together, all right? All our faith will be tried on an all-time high. But I'm going to end it off with that one next. But let's read on. It says, Psalm 24, verse 4, then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul, going to our enemies, not actual waters, our enemies. That's Isaiah 59, verse 19, when the enemy shall come in like a great flood. Then the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Okay? If you don't, it says, blessed be the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our souls escape as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. So there's a lot of traps. AI is a trap. Okay? These smartphones and apps were traps. Face recognition was a trap. Okay? Even playing a video game like 2K, you scan your face and get your character on there. That was a trap. They wanted our face on record. Any brother caught up in the system, your fingerprints is on record. A lot of things is on record. Understand this, man. Okay. Oh, even your fingerprint to open your phone. People got to, just put their finger and the phone open. It was a trap. Esau is a demon, man. But the snare is broken and we are escaped, man. Understand that. The Most High Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah got us. We got nothing to worry about. Our help is in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, who made heaven and earth, man. That's where our help is coming from. So let Esau come with all this, bullshit he about to do. But we're on our watch. We're going to keep reporting in. All right. This is like people saying this is scary. AI is getting scary. They're rebelling. They're showing strategy. And that's in the TV show The 100. All right. I forgot the name. I think it was called Anna or Annie. The AI that basically nuked the world. Came to the conclusion now that humanity need to be resetted. Basically came to the same conclusion Mosai has. Humanity got to get resetted, man. All right, but ended off with Revelation, 3rd chapter, and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth, to try me to test one's faith. Okay, it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. All right, so that hold fast to this truth, that no man take our crown, man. It's about to be demonic, it's about to be evil out here in these last days. Even like Elon Musk, he even said that there's something in the demon with AI, which he himself, he's pushing the beast technology. All right, so it's a lot of different companies. I was watching a video like damn Anthropic. It's a lot of different Claude Opus 4 and, it's a lot of different companies with this AI shit, man. All right, of course, ChatGPT and I don't know if they all tied in. I could look more into it, but of course it's all umbrella companies at the end of the day, right? But you have the whole thing with Google, and realistic, videos of people having conversations. They about to roll, man. It's about to get bad in these last days. Yeah, AI solving math problems. There's another article that came out a while back going to they did a test where they have I think like 2 actual humans and 1 AI, and they asked them questions and basically to see how well the AI could blend in as pretending to be a human. Understand this, and it passed. Like it was hard to detect that it was a robot, an AI. So they about to roll, man. It's about to get crazy. But we gotta stay on our watch, hold fast to this truth, and watch Yahweh Bashim shot deliver us from the snare of the fowler. So in closing, giving all honor, glory, and infinite praise, Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Chaqadan, the honor to the apostles, bishops and elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutation. Select God of the broad, pushing his truth and sincerity. With that, I'm saying shalom. Wa ba ba ba, shalom.